Bismillah, salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Today, we're gonna talking about someone. He is the first man on the earth making Umrah and perform Umrah as a Muslim. We're gonna talk about someone, his name is Thumamah Ibn Uthal. Strange name. Thumamah Ibn Uthal, this man, he was from the ruler of the Arabs. He's the most powerful Arab rulers before Islam times, and one of the rulers of Al-Yamama, whose word no one dared to challenge or disobey. At this time, Prophet Muhammad sent a letter to him to explain Islam for him. Maybe he will join to Islam. But when Thumamah received the Prophet's letter, he was angry and rejected, and he refused to listen to the invitation of truth and godness, and he decided to kill the Prophet. Just one of his uncles, however, reminded him of his plan, praising what he intended to do. That's about Thumamah ibn Uthal. Thumamah ibn Uthal, yes, he didn't go to kill the Prophet Muhammad, but he is waiting to kill from Sahaba as he can. At this time, Prophet Muhammad was angry, and he said, if anyone see Thumamah, he will kill him. You have to kill this man. Thumamah ibn Uthal, one day, he decided to go to Mecca to make Umrah. And he go alone. On his way, some of the Sahaba, they are walking around Medina, and he found this man, so they take him and return back to Medina, and they don't know who's this. And they take him and tied him inside the masjid of Muslims, waiting the Prophet to tell them what they have to do. The Prophet Muhammad, when he saw him, he said, do you know who's this? He said, no. He said, that's Thumamah ibn Uthal. Wow, we captured the Thumamah ibn Uthal. The Prophet Muhammad, he said, be care with him and give him food and give him milk from my camel. And that's happened. And that's happened inside the masjid. Now Thumamah, he's tied inside the masjid of the Muslims. And the Prophet then approached Thumamah, hoping to encourage him to become Muslim. What do you have to say for yourself? He asked Prophet Muhammad. If you want to kill, Thumamah replied, you can have someone of noble blood to kill. Out of your bounty. That's mean if you will kill me, don't think that your life it will be okay. Because my people, they go in here and they will not make you stay alive. And if you want to forgive, I shall be grateful. If you want money, I shall give you whatever amount you ask. The Prophet left him for 2 days, but still personally sent him food and drink and milk from his camel. The Prophet went back to him and asked, what do you have to say for yourself, Thumamah? Thumamah repeated what he had said the day before. The Prophet then left and come back to him the following day. What do you have to say for yourself? He asked again. And Thumamah repeated what he said once more. Then the Prophet turned it to Sahaba and he said, set him free. That's enough. What happened? Prophet Muhammad, he know this man, ruler, he will not join to Islam by this way. And you know that he has good morals, that if you will give him something great, he will be grateful for you. And he will try to be good with you too. So when he's free, he take his camel and go to the water, take a shower, and then return back to the Prophet and say for him, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa annaka Rasulullah. And before Islam, I hate you a lot. Now, you are the best. And I was killed a lot of people of Sahaba before joining to Islam. What I have to do now? Prophet Muhammad said, it's okay. Islam, inshallah, Allah will forgive you all your sins you did before Islam. And he stayed with Prophet Muhammad. And then he said for him, I was in my way to go to perform Umrah. What I have to do now? The Prophet, he told him it's okay to go to make Umrah and teach him the way of Islamic Umrah, how it will be. And that's strange. At this time, no one from the Muslims go to make Umrah. So he learned this and take his camel and go to Mecca. And he said, لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. That's the new words. لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك. That's mean, Allah, you don't have no partner for you. No one have the same power like you. That's another things against worshipping idols. At this time, the people, they take their swords and they found that Thumamah Ibn Uthal, ruler of Yamama. What's wrong with you, Thumamah? Have you given in and you are leave your religion and the religion of your fathers? I have not given it, he replied, but I have decided to follow the best religion. I follow the religion of Muhammad. He then went on, I swear to you by the Lord of this house that after my return to Al-Yamama, no grain of wheat or any of its produce shall reach you until you follow Muhammad. When he returned back, he ordered the people, no grain to the people they live in Mecca. At this time, people in Mecca, they are in trouble. What I have to do now? We're gonna die. Big starvation happen. So they write down a letter to the Prophet Muhammad and ask him, you are good with your family and your relatives. And now look at this. We're gonna die. Do you like this? Your brothers and your family will gonna die? And that's at this time they are the enemies. Like that happened after the battle of the Badr and battle of the Uhud and battle of Al-Ahzab. So they said for the Prophet Muhammad, please, if you see this, tell Thumamah to not do this with us, to keep our trading and grain return back to us. So Thumamah Allah, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he sent a letter for Thumamah and tell him, it's okay, make them take from your grain. That's happened at the life of the Prophet Muhammad. When the Prophet Muhammad passed away, and we have a new man in Banu Hanifa, that's the group, or that's the tribe. Someone, his name is Musaylama, the lying Musaylama. And we are talking about this man before. He said, I'm a prophet, and he claims this. Thumamah Ibn Uthal, he take the Muslims people and he fight with disbelievers at this time, mushrikeen at this time, Banu Hanifa, and he said, that's not a prophet. And you know that's no prophet after Prophet Muhammad. And that's someone, he's lying. And how we can compare his words between him and between Quran? He's lying. And we know all of the people, they know this. So I would not follow him. That's about the life of Thumamah Ibn Uthal.